Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So, it is finally freaking Friday, and gonna be going back home today. Gonna do some work and stuff this morning, and then I'm going over to the meeting place, and we're gonna end up getting some more of those meats. I basically what I've been trying to do is, with the help of my wife and my son, open my eyes on all the stuff and trying something different. And so what we've been trying to do is the Yucca app. The Yucca app is a way where you can just scan the barcodes and they can tell you whether or not it's, if it's really no nutritional value, if there's hazardous ingredients in it, if it's good for you and stuff, and it's a rating scale of 0 to 100. A lot of things that I enjoyed and was eating like late at night. I can tell you, like the Reese's breaks. I would buy the double pack at Walmart, which were like $2.79, something like that, a piece, and I would eat those sitting at my desk before I go to bed. And then I would get the Nestle Full House ice cream sandwiches, and I would eat those, both of which were 0. Sometimes I'd buy the Nutter Butter peanut butters, buy a thing of them, and just like eat those up in a week. I go to the hardware store, sometimes they'd have those there, and I would get me a snacky snack. I would get me, one that's got the 4 cookies in there, and it'd be like $2 right there. And eat those. I was eating a lot of that stuff, but not only that, a lot of the things that I cook with, the oils and the sugars, and just using bleached flour and stuff. So in the course of about the last, I'd say 2 months, maybe it's been, stopped doing that and going to the meat place and getting better meats. Been going to the Amish store, and I've been buying my snacky snacks from them. I'm not saying that the snacky snacks are still good, because I eat like sesame sticks. I love the sesame sticks and things, and I make a trail mix with some raisins and things like that. So, and I've been eating yogurt instead of the ice cream sandwiches, although I do have some of the, I think it's 360 ice cream, and I'll eat like a half of a pint thing of that, every couple of nights or so, just to get that sweet taste. Doing things like eating apples with peanut butter. And the beginning of the year, in December, I was 275. Now, I'm 256 this morning. I was 255 yesterday after working. I'm not going to say that I look great. I'm in great shape. Although I'd say that my arms, and I don't have a lot of fat and stuff in my arms are still pretty good. For me, it's always been this right here. But I will say, I went from 40 pants to 38s, and I've got more energy and I feel better. That's where we are. And so today what I did was I went to the meeting place to put in an order so that way I can take stuff home, because I feel like I need to tell people the difference of how I feel. One, the meats that I'm buying from them, they're gonna, when yesterday I said, here, I want to get 10 pounds of hamburger in 1 pound packages wrapped up for the freezer, right? I've got, I think 4 packages of 2 pounds of chicken breast wrapped up for the freezer. I got 6 pork chops that'll be wrapped up for the freezer. So this is helping me for meal prep. Although for those I'll take home, so I'll get some for my daughters and things, and for my mother, and take those and say, here, try these out. And if you like them, we'll go through, and I'll just make sure when I come home, I will bring you fresh meat and stuff. I looked into, or started finding out more and more about saying, maybe the best thing to do for trying to live a less toxic life is I go ahead and just buy a half cow. I found out you can't just go ahead and say, hey, I want to buy a half cow, and you buy it tomorrow. During COVID, it was about 2 years out of buying a cow. Now they say it's about a year out. So basically you find the farmer and say, hey, I'm buying a cow from you. And I guess you're sponsoring the cow for a year before it's ready to butcher. Although the meeting place said he deals with a bunch of local butchers and they may be able to get you in a little bit sooner and things. He said, but you better have a big freezer. But in retrospect, when I go over or was going over to Walmart or Kroger or wherever and spending $20 for, meat that who knows, I think they stopped the pink slime. But who knows what else, having it gassed. Okay, they're putting gas on it so the way it stays red, it stays on the shelf. Knowing that they're grinding that meat up this morning, they're going to package it up, and I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it in the freezer or take it home in a cooler and put it in the freezer for my kids and my family. That makes all the difference in the world. And so I'm going to keep on running through with this whole thing of eating better, eating food that's not junk. And the thing that I've noticed more than anything else is I don't feel like an addict. Now, I've never been addicted to anything, but I guess I have been addicted to food. But I would get these cravings. I would eat one of those Reese's breaks, and I'd buy 3 at a time. I'd say, okay, I'm going to get back to Walmart in a couple of days. So I'll buy 3 of them now. I'll get some more when I come back. But I eat one, and I just would want another one right behind it. And it was just like, I gotta have something sweet. And I find it hard to believe that food could actually be addictive, but I think it actually is. Because I get up in the morning, you guys see me make my coffee. I still use the keto bomb, but maybe I'll try and wean myself off of that and get to the point where I'm just drinking the heavy cream with it. I have a hard time drinking just black coffee. But I drink coffee, and then I work, and pretty much I don't eat until I'm finished working. I usually stop around 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'll come through. I might get a little, a thing of yogurt or some cottage cheese before I cook dinner. And then I cook dinner, and I eat my sesame seed snacks or some pickles or beets and things like that. And I feel satisfied. It's crazy to me, but it has been working. It's been working. So let me know. Can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference that I'm down 20 pounds? That's the big question. Do I look any different? Does my skin look any different? I definitely feel different. So maybe you should think about trying it too. It's not a diet. I still eat. I'm not restricting myself. I'm just staying away from stuff that I know is bad. Oh, one other thing too. Be careful, because there's a lot of stuff that's packaged up and it looks really nice. Like nature's this and nature's that and organic that. Use the app. Use the app, because you'll find out that some of these things that you think are a great snack. Because here's the new bugaboo now and everything is protein. Now they're listed protein. They're writing real big on the boxes and stuff. Protein. Here's the thing. Here's the best way to understand it. If it's in a box, probably it's shit. Yeah. And that's the game. They don't care about your health. They care about your money. Have a great day, people. So I am 6 pounds away from my goal, and I guess I'm gonna have to set a new one. 250. The key will be if I stay doing this, or do I fall back into the old traps? That's the hard part. I know it works. But will I do it? I have to if I want to live. Peace.